Lyon, 1943. A city divided between fear and faith, between its hills and its shadows. The air raid sirens echo like twisted prayers. In the narrow triboules, footsteps fall silent at the sound of marching boots. The prison of Montluc stands in the south of the city, a fortress of gray stone. Its windows narrow, its corridors echoing with voices that die before they're heard. Here begins the story of Sister Angèle of Compassion, a 46-year-old woman with a tired face and steady eyes. She belongs to the Sisters of Charity. Every morning she comes, bringing bread, clean linens, and whispered comfort to the prisoners. The German guards let her pass. She is quiet, humble, her soft Rhone accent making her nearly invisible. But beneath the gray veil lies a secret. For Sister Angèle does not come only to care. She comes to save. Behind the walls of Montluc are men and women from every walk of life. Resistance fighters, Jews, students, priests, farmers, all destined for interrogation, deportation, or death. With the help of Father Bernard of St. Paul, Sister Angèle has taken on an impossible mission: to hide Jewish children in the abandoned wing of the infirmary. A place the Germans never enter. They fear the typhus that once spread there. There are 5 of them: Rachel, Samuel, the twins Leah and Simon, and little Miriam, 6 years old, mute since the day she saw her parents arrested at Parache Station. Each night, Angèle descends the stairway carrying a small oil lamp and a jug of milk. The children sleep on straw mattresses above a bricked-up cell. She tells them stories not of saints, but of light. She tells them that war will end, that evil will tire before good ever does. And the children listen, wide-eyed, as though gazing at a star in the dark. But outside, the Gestapo tightens its grip. A new officer arrives, Obersturmführer Klaus Reinhardt, a former philosophy professor from Heidelberg, a man with a cold, precise face and a calm voice that hides an iron discipline. He inspects the prison, demands detailed reports, asks for the list of every visitor. When he learns that a nun enters daily without inspection, he orders her to be followed. One frosty morning in December, Angèle passes through the gate with her wicker basket. Reinhardt watches from the shadows, silent. She delivers bandages to the infirmary, speaks softly to a wounded prisoner, then stops, as she always does, before a locked door. She murmurs a prayer, then disappears. Reinhardt approaches the door, places his hand on the handle. Locked. He moves on, but something in his gaze has changed. He returns the next day, and the day after. Always the same door, always the same prayer. One evening, he orders a soldier to break the lock. The room is empty. Only cobwebs, dust, an old iron stove. But beneath the floorboards, a faint sound, a breath. Reinhardt says nothing. He shuts the door, slips the key into his pocket, and writes in his notebook. The nun does not lie, she protects something. Winter settles over Montluc. Snow muffles the gunfire in the courtyard. Trains depart eastward. Names vanish. Sister Angèle continues her rounds. Each step is a prayer. Each breath, a vow. On January 12th, 1944, she learns that the prison will undergo a full inspection. Every room, every corner. She understands this is the end. That night, she visits the infirmary one last time. The children sleep. She looks at them for a long while, touches each face, and whispers, "You must leave tomorrow." Her plan is desperate: to smuggle them out through the laundry room, disguised as sick children, and hand them over to the resistance network in Écully. But she is not the only one awake that night. Reinhardt, restless, walks through the courtyard, cigarette in hand. He notices a flicker of light behind the infirmary windows. He follows it. He opens the door quietly. The flame trembles. The nun turns. The nun turns. Their eyes meet. He, the master of this place. She, the keeper of souls. "What is down here?" he asks softly. She lowers her gaze. The sick. He steps closer. Truly, perhaps children. She remains still, fingers gripping the lamp. He watches her for a long moment, then says quietly, "I understand." He leaves and says nothing, The next day, the inspection begins. Officers search every wing. When they reach the old infirmary door, Reinhardt raises a hand. "Typhus," he says. "Useless." The soldiers step back. No one enters. Angèle understands. He has chosen silence. That night she prays for him, not for his salvation, but for his weary soul. In the days that follow, tension grows. Rumors drift through the corridors like cold wind. They say the Allies have landed in Italy, that the resistance is rising even here in Lyon. Sister Angèle continues her visits, still under Reinhardt's silent gaze. He no longer speaks to her, yet he never stops her. He looks older, hollowed out. A man divided between orders and conscience. One February evening, she enters the infirmary and finds him sitting there, eyes fixed on the light of a lamp. On the table beside him lie his pistol and a small wooden crucifix. She stops. He speaks first. "My brother was a priest in Germany. He was sent to Dachau for speaking against the war." She says nothing, but she understands. He turns toward her. "Do you still believe in the light, sister? Even here?" She smiles faintly. "The light doesn't need to believe in me. It shines even when I look away." He lowers his head, and for a moment something human breaks through the mask of the officer. March brings fear back. A train is derailed near Vienne. The resistance is blamed. 100 hostages executed. Lyon holds its breath. Angèle knows she cannot hide the children much longer. One by one, she arranges their escape. Leah and Simon go first, disguised as apprentices. Rachel and Samuel follow. Only Miriam remains. She plans to send her out the next day. But that night, a Gestapo unit from Paris arrives for a surprise inspection. They search everything, every cell, every vent, every wall. This time, Reinhardt cannot protect her. He stands by the gate, silent, as the boots thunder through the corridors. Angèle hears them coming. She kneels beside Miriam, holds her close. "You must go now, my child. Go toward the light. Don't look back." She lifts the iron grate of an old vent and helps the little girl crawl inside. "Follow the air until you hear voices," she whispers. Miriam disappears into the dark. Angèle closes the grate. Then she waits. The door bursts open. Soldiers rush in. They find her alone, the lamp still burning. They shout, question, hit. She falls, then stands again. Reinhardt enters, white face trembling. "What is she doing here?" One officer demands. Calmly she answers, "I care for the sick." A blow strikes her cheek. She says nothing. Reinhardt watches, his jaw clenched, his silence heavier than words. By morning her name vanishes from the visitors' register. No one ever sees her again. But the children, all of them, are safe. Miriam is found days later near Ecoli, alive. Spring arrives. The prisoners whisper of hope. In August 1944, the American tanks approach Lyon. Sirens wail. German convoys retreat. Reinhardt receives orders to transfer the remaining prisoners to Drancy. He doesn't obey. Instead, he opens the cells. He says only one word: go. 2 days later, when the resistance enters Montluc, they find the prison empty, and in the commandant's office, a letter to the one who carried light into the night. "I could not protect her, but I have understood. Silence can save more souls than noise ever will. I ask no forgiveness. I return this place to the light." Klaus Reinhardt. His body is found in the courtyard by the execution wall. A single bullet. The wooden cross still on his chest. Montluc is liberated, but its shadows remain. Some call him a monster. Others, a man who awoke too late. For those who knew Sister Angèle, he was simply the witness who had once seen the light. After the war, Montluc becomes a memorial. Names are carved into stone. Candles burn. Visitors come and go. In 1952, during restoration, workers discover a small oil lamp sealed inside a wall. Beneath it, carved words: "Lux non vincitur, light is never defeated." No one knows who placed it there. Perhaps she did. Perhaps he did. Perhaps both. In 1958, Cardinal Gerlier speaks of her in a sermon. Some saints have no statues. Their miracles do not shine in churches, but in prisons. Sister Angèle pushed back the night by one single step, the step of mercy. Miriam, the little girl who escaped, grew up in Paris. She became a school teacher. She never spoke of Montluc, but every evening, she lit a small copper lamp, even when the electric lights worked. In her diary found years later, she had written, "She taught me that light exists, even when we cannot see it." Today, in the Montluc Memorial, visitors still stop before cell 27. On the wall, a cross drawn in chalk. Beneath it, barely visible letters, A.M., Angèle of Compassion. The Light of Montluc. And when the winter sun passes through the bars, its shadow on the floor takes the shape of a flame.